We gonna rock this. Get our guy better, see what we can do.
Welcome back to our coverage of this PGA Tour event, already in progress. We're picking up the action on the first hole. Let's get into it. How frustrating. Maybe you can chip it back close and limit the damage. A 9-foot chance here.
Better than most.
Steady on. This next putt for double bogey. Ouch, that's not the way they intended to start their day,
That's
Rich.
not a good way to start.
Nope, it looked like you were out there, Luke. Lucky to get away with a double bogey.
Let's go down to John McCarthy for our on-course report. And John, you've now had some time to walk the course this week before today's show. What are we in for today at the Jacobson Homestead?
Well, Luke, yes, I love walking around this rural setting. Not a whole lot of trouble to start off with, but things heat up quite a bit when you hit the 7th hole, par 4. Has a dogleg left and a few bunkers and trees to deal with off the tee. Back 9 opens with a narrow and lengthy par 5, but that's really as tricky as it gets. I guess there is it gets a little swampy on the 15th, but the water generally won't be a factor for many players out there in the field. They saved the most challenging tee shot for the 18th, which leads up to an elevated green for the approach. That will be a fun hole to watch this week. Hopefully provides some drama coming down the final stretch. Let's see what happens, guys.
Here we are at the 3rd. That's some good golf right there. And he's down there.
Setting up here from about 155.
Playing within their comfort zone there.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Let's go. Great shot.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
And that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
This is what they have left for a par.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's 1 stroke in front of his rival so far today. Great stuff.
Trailing by a few shots after that hole. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. That tee shot looks pretty good. Most golfers these days, Rich, are quite generic style players. It's that hit it as far as you can, knock it on the green, try and hold some putts. But with Bubba Watson, we just got the artist back in the game, didn't we? We had someone who was prepared to do whatever it needed to be to get that ball in the hole. He's just astonishing to watch.
You know, to me, Luke, I think Bubba was born in the wrong era. I think he would have been better served with persimmon woods, Balata golf balls, and blades, and I think that he would be an even bigger impact on the game than he currently is, if that's even possible. I watch what he does with the modern equipment, and it's mind-blowing. He's one of the few players, Luke, that I will actually go in the driving range and watch hit golf shots because it is so fun to watch him aim 30 yards left and just try and hit these big sweeping hooks and fades and I mean, it's just unbelievable what he can do with the golf ball. His eye-hand coordination is simply the best in the game.
Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. Deep into the front nine. Here we are at the 7th hole. It's heading to the rough for mine. Setting up in the first cut. That's tiny. Let's check in with Lydia Ko from earlier.
This is how you do it 7 days a week.
Well, that's high quality. I'm sure they're aiming for it, but for it to go in, that's awesome. And this putt to move into the top 10. That was a gallant attempt. This is a par putt.
And that will put them ahead of their rival. A great performance on this hole.
And that par ensures he'll stay right there at even par.
And now stepping onto this par 3 hole.
Going with the 5-wood.
And how about
That was a
that
nice
for
shot.
confidence? Going right at the pin here in the midst of their rivalry with Bubba Watson. Love seeing that sort of play.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Putting for birdie here.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. This hole is a par 4. No, that's not the shot they wanted. Even for the day. Looks to be going with the 6-iron.
Wow, did this come out beautifully? Yep, they Houdini'd that. That's brilliant.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. That's frustrating. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
Nice little putt to hole, that one.
Well, Rich, this player is 9 holes into this event. How would you rate their performance in this rivalry that they've struck up with their playing partner?
Well, they are doing better than their rivals, so that's good news, but there still is lots of golf to play. Should provide us for an entertaining week, that's for sure.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. Oh, this is the stuff that gets the juices flowing. Driver off the deck. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. How close was that to going down? A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole. Nice line. And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 1 under. He's currently tied for 13th. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Right there.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Henny, what's the player facing here?
The wind is at their back on this one.
Well, now you just got to pray for a good lie, because that one's heading towards the sand.
Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
He's gonna need a digging truck, maybe? I don't think a sand wedge is good enough to get this out.
And this one is for his par. It was on a good line.
Just a short putt remaining
Take the
here.
bogey. Great.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Teeing off here on the 12th hole. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's inside the house of opportunity.
And this putt to move into the top 20.
Ooh, right by the hole.
A par putt on the table.
I thought I had that, honestly.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Good chance to move to even par if they can make this putt. Oh, so close.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Let's head to this lengthy par 4. That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Opting for the 5-iron. And this is an extremely long putt. You might even have to hinge on this one.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
Good shot, good shot.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Now 4 back after that hole. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
This would be a great par putt if you can make this. Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. Looking at a par 5 here. Nicely done. From around 220 yards. 5 shots off the lead. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Well, that's a pretty good play there, Rich. Right up near the surface.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
Didn't that look good for a long time?
And he's down there. You got a read?
This is downhill, can't be too bold.
You know, it's not if you make bogeys, it's how you respond. Well done. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one looks like it'll safely make the green.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Okay, steady now.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's 2 strokes behind his rival this week.
So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Teeing off here on the 17th hole. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Hey, nice looking line. Yeah, nice mid-range birdie putt, that one. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. He's in a share of 15th.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Now, great rhythm on that swing. Second shot here on the 18th hole. Going with the 8-iron here.
And he's hit that inside the range. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, guys, he's looking at around 17 feet.
Oh, just missed. 11 feet left to the hole. This is a good chance. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And tapping in to finish the round with a bogey. Well, that was a pretty solid day's effort all round, and just 18 holes left to play.
Same to you, Luke. See you tomorrow.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks,
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin.
pleased you could join us for this final round action. G'day everyone, Luke Elvey here with Rich Beem. And Rich, this next golfer, as they begin their round, what do you think of their chances?
Right now, Luke, this player is trailing heading into the final round. However, many things can happen. If the leader stumbles, this player's got a great opportunity to bypass, overtake, and win this tournament.
Oh, I've got those special chills up the spine. I know today's going to be a beauty. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Good start. Good
Yeah,
start.
you like the look of that right off the blade.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
Time to tee off at the second. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
That's frustrating. Good putters will make these right on 5 feet.
This for a birdie run.
Don't want to state the obvious, Rich, but a little too hard, that one. And now intrepid on-course reporter, John standing by.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Bubba Watson as he gets set for his next shot here on the 17th.
That is a touch of class from the bunker. And after that effort, that's how it looks.
Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently leading the event as we head to the next hole.
What kind of rhythm is that? It must be tough falling out of bed every day with a rhythm like that.
This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Choosing the 9-iron here. This one looks like it's going right. Left yourself an opportunity. Putting for birdie.
This one's tracking.
Yes, they've made it. Currently 2 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves. A chance to keep it rolling.
Yeah, and that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Here we are at the 5th hole.
Nicely done.
Look out world was his statement when he came out onto the Pro Tour, and we look back in the greatness in sports right across all sport in the world. Has one player or one athlete had a greater impact on their sport more than Tiger Woods did for golf?
I hate to say no, because I also look back at the sport, Luke, when Arnold Palmer came through. Good-looking fella and just kind of came from a blue-collar background. And I kind of think that Arnold Palmer paved the way for a Tiger Woods that then go out and dominate, because golf was already on the radar. It just wasn't nearly as much on the radar as it is now because of Tiger. But I think because of what Arnold Palmer did, he set the groundwork for all of this. But in saying that, in the modern era, in the modern game, to be fair, and you look at every sport across the books, and I don't care whether you're talking about, Tom Brady, LeBron James right now, I don't think you have a bigger player globally, with the exception of maybe Messi or Ronaldo, than Tiger Woods. I just think that from a global standpoint, Tiger Woods, whenever he shows his face anywhere, people lose their minds. Like, grown men lose their minds if they get a glimpse of Tiger Woods from 50 yards away. I've seen it before, Luke, and I'll see it again, but it never seems to amaze me, baffle me, make me giggle a little bit. Like, holy cow, this guy's Elvis. He's Elvis Presley. I mean, because Elvis was the biggest guy in the world as far as I can tell. It's mind-boggling how big Tiger Woods is in this game, and continues to be, and will forever be.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. 4 strokes off the lead.
Pretty good shot there.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Well done. Currently at -3 for the event. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Nothing good out to the right. This is in trouble.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Oh, almost went in.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's looking at around 14 foot, I'd say.
Looking good.
Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
Good par save there from the greenside bunker. Job well done.
We've reached the 9th hole. Time to tee off.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
This whole location for him, well, it's about 185 yards out.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Has got this thing dialed in here. Looking good.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 shots behind our leader. If my eyes didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard.
Moments like that deserve another look.
Beautifully judged. Great tempo on this chip.
Rich, this player's just a few shots back with the last 9 to play. Did you prefer to be the greyhound or the bunny?
I want to be the greyhound. I'm sprinting away if I possibly can. This player's 3 back. They need to start sprinting.
Looks to me, Rich, that this player has a ton of confidence. Put themselves right back in position to win straight off their last start.
They're going to have to make some birdies coming down the closing stretch, but they have a lot of good vibes coming from that last win. I expect more of the same this week.
Getting ready to play their 3rd.
Just 3 strokes back.
This putt to move into a share of 2nd place.
This is... Oh, yeah.
Didn't quite judge the speed on that one.
Yeah, you'll take that. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Teeing off here at the 11th. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Oh, that's a great shot. And a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th. That was a gallant attempt. Oh, this would be a good one to make. It's for par.
On a nice line.
For the par.
Great shot.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's head to the 12th hole, shall we?
They've chosen to club down here.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
A spot in the top 5 on the line here. And he holds it. What a putt. And a spot in the top 5 also with that great shot.
And after that hole, the standings have this player in 2nd place, behind Tiger Woods.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Well, doesn't take a genius to know that this is not a good place to be. Opting for the 5-iron.
Nice out the rough here.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. It was on a good line.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle.
Nicely holed. And for par.
And a very familiar sight. Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard.
All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flag stick.
Well, this will be a good putt to hole and a chance for second place.
And a big moment for this player with just 4 holes left.
Ooh, right by the hole. And this putt to move them into a tie for second.
A good opportunity for a fast finish with just 4 holes to go.
That'll hurt the momentum. And in it goes. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. Teeing off here at the 15th hole. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Playing from around 240 yards.
3 shots off the lead.
Well, they got after that one right up near the surface. Good play.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Oh, that's all class.
That was sensational, Luke.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
Perfect
That was
distance,
amazing.
perfectly judged, and look at that. Straight in the hole.
He's currently sitting in second.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
And coming off the eagle, feeling quite proud of themselves. A big chance here at the next. Needs to make a move soon.
Gee, it's metronomic here. Green after green. Gee, golf looks easy when you're playing like this.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulations, spot on all day. Awesome.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
Here we are at the 17th tee. Well, Rich, this player's certainly making moves up the leaderboard, aren't they?
Absolutely nice push on this final round. Still needs to keep the foot on the gas, continue making birdies if they have any hope of winning.
Oh, stop it. What a shot. Now, this would be a timely one to hole. Let's make this putt.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
Par putt coming up here. Now, that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
And as this player tees off on their final hole, they're 1 shot off the lead. Great shot. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
Currently a shot off the lead.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Now, Bubba's got nothing but respect for an approach shot like that. He really flushed that one.
And this putt for a final score of 64. Wow, that's misjudged. There's putt of about 6 feet coming up. Oh, so close. His next putt is for bogey. And that will conclude his tournament to date. Well, Rich, after coming so close to going back-to-back, you just wonder the way they finished. Maybe the occasion just got a little bit too much for them.
Luke, this player did everything to seal back-to-back wins on the PGA Tour. Unfortunately, coming up just a touch short. Still 2 awesome weeks.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is delighted to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam here in Las Vegas. It's known as Sin City, but we're at TPC Summerlin for the golf. What's this course like?
This golf course historically plays firm and fast and yields lots of birdies. So players going into this week know full well that they have to have the putter going. They need to hit a lot of greens, but they also need to make sure that they're making 5, 6, 7 birdies a day out there. Because if they're not, if they're struggling with birdies and only making pars, then the entire field is going to pass them by. It's a great opportunity because historically the wind doesn't blow very much and all the par 5s are reachable, but still having to make birdies, knowing you need to make birdies, isn't always the easiest thing.
We're in Vegas, and you can even see the famous strip from the golf course. Do the players need to roll the dice, have a little gamble out on that course?
I think you have to gamble everywhere on the PGA Tour, but in Las Vegas, I think it's required, isn't it?
Be rude not to.
Well, there's so much excitement and anticipation in the air. I can't wait to see how it plays out.
Opting for the 6-iron. Come on, sit. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
This putt is about 8 feet. Ooh, nice line.
That will work.
Currently 1 under for the event. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Going with the 5-iron here.
This one heading towards the green. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
Ouch, that hurts. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
He's got this for his par.
And there it is.
He's currently tied for 9th. The 4th at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
See if you can get that one to come back to the left a little. Good shot there. Good opportunity here to move into a tie for 3rd.
Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
Looking good so far.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par. Our man on the ground, John, he's down there. What's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in down here with Justin Rose as he gets set for his next shot here on the 8th.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. The 5th at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole, ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Lovely moment here. Good opportunity to move into a tie for 3rd. It's got a chance. And that's for birdie. Well holed.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Now on the tee after a birdie. Fired up and ready for more. Oh, that is bombed.
John, what's going on out there?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 7th.
Ooh, ha, right at it from out of the bunker. Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Rich is one of the rare players to ever tame the Tiger in a major championship. How did you manage to do it?
Taming him, that's a big stretch there. You know, I did it because I never had to play with him. I was fortunate enough to to not be paired with him the third round, nor in the final round when I was paired with Justin Leonard. And going back to the comments about the roars, you know, not knowing that was him making those birdies. You assumed it was, you couldn't deny that it was, but not knowing, it was a lot easier to say, well, that was Fred Funk, who he was playing with in the final round, who was having such a great week as it was. It was easier to deflect that a little bit. I think if I would have played alongside him, I think things might have been a little bit differently, because he does bring a different energy, and sometimes it can be uncomfortable. But when you start hearing those roars going up and you're playing with them, well, you know exactly what's going on. But when you're not playing with him, I was able to kind of deflect what he was actually doing, and I was fortunate.
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. And that will take him to 3 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3, playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Oh, that one just missed the hole.
And if this can go down, he'll save par.
Ooh. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. The strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Well, you're in the hands of the tree gods now.
We'll now move over to Jon Rahm.
Time for the 5th shot. Okay, time to return to the action. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
He's 2 shots back.
That's going right. And not a bad approach. He'll be putting. This putt will move them to 3 under par.
Looking better.
And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back 9 that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back 9 with a birdie. The great Ceferano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Summerlin, what's the 2nd shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly 2nd shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Just a couple back from our leader. Oh, well played. That'll help make a big move.
Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
Currently at 3 under for the day. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4, 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. And now we go to the 16th, where this happened just a moment ago. Our player currently in second, making a really great shot. Playing from around 110 yards out.
Just one shot back now.
This one's headed right, Rich. That always looked wet, didn't it? Playing their 4th shot.
Just one stroke back in this tournament. A tidy looking shot, that one.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
That one goes down for bogey.
Well, that's a
Good
shame.
win words.
That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to 3-putt it. Be careful on approach. Nicely done. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Just 2 shots behind.
A fair bit on the line here. Spot the top 5. Okay, steady now. Putting for par.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. Not bad. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. That's frustrating. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we are checking in with Tiger Woods as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle. A chance now from the bunker for an up and down. Okay, let's get back to the action. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 3 under. The 16th at TPC Summerlin is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club, because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well, because getting down from over the back is not that easy. And this putt to move into a tie for 2nd. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Good chance this one, right on 6 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will take him to 4 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 17th at TPC Summerlin is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Byrne once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, so make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate.
Let's catch up with Tiger Woods, shall we?
Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Time to step into the bunker now. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Surely it's going to.
Yeah, nicely holed. That's a good fight back.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
The Spaniard, John Rahm,
Yeah,
currently in the
right.
lead
I
as
don't
we
wanna
head to
hit
the
in the
next
sand.
tee.
The 18th at TPC Sutherland is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Oh, I guess they're seeing something I'm not. They're going with less club here. Interesting.
Good look at a birdie here. Just didn't drop. The putt drops, and this player is finished for the day. Well, Rich, I thought that day was an absolute doozy. And this player seems to be in decent shape, don't you think?
Great golf being played already. Can't wait to see the next round.
Well, another great day of
All right, we'll play this last round. We'll call it.
2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. Today's coverage is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. Luke Elvey here with Rich Beam in the booth. And Rich, it's the final round in this one. What's our next player dealing with as they start their round?
Final round, they're in the top 5, but let's face it, their golf hasn't been stellar this week. It's been good, but not stellar. That's what the leaders in front of them are doing, stellar golf. So this player really needs to make something happen going into this final round if they have any hope to win.
Well, that's enough from me. It's time to pull the trigger. Let's get down to the course.
That was wonderfully done. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Club up. I like this play.
That dog will hunt.
Yeah, it's about 14 feet to the hole.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, just missed.
Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
We have a par 4 on this one. Well played, mate.
Time for the second shot into the third.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts. Ooh, right by the hole. Big putt for par coming up.
That gets the job done.
He's in a share of 7th place. Here we are at the 4th hole. Not quite the shot he was wanting. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
He's got, oh, I'd say roughly 120 here. Oh, I didn't see this as possible. What a shot.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. That was a gallant attempt. 4 feet to the cup. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. It's time to step onto the tee here at the 5th.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing.
Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, he's been prowling around this one. It's 11 foot out.
Oh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. Yeah, good putt. Well holed. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
Just 3 strokes back.
Wonderfully played.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
It's on a great line.
Ooh, nice putt to make for a birdie.
And that will take him to 5 under.
Jon Rahm, your leader as we head to the next hole.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
Second shot here on the 7th. Getting ready to play their third. Currently 4 shots off the pace.
And a par putt awaits him.
Ouch, that hurts. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
That's a good putt to make, that one.
Currently 4 under for the event. Just a couple to play here on the opening 9. Here's the tee shot at the 8th. Opting for the 5-wood. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
That putt went a bit long there.
And this putt coming up for his par. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. Here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. The great Severano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be number 1, because he seemingly has 0 weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. Well, I know that we're in the booth and not right up close to it, but it doesn't take a smart person to work out that's not a nice lie.
He's going to need an incredible stroke of luck to get this out with any momentum going forward to get it on the green.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. It was on a good line. Oh, that's too bad. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is what they have left for par.
And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they can rebound from that.
Always the toughest hole in the game. A long par 4.